Well, let's speak live on the programme to Victor Gao, Vice President of the Beijing-based think tank Centre for China and Globalisation. Victor, welcome back to the programme. So what do you make of this deal, and where do you think we stand now in terms of trade between China and the US?
Thank you very much. I think the news from Geneva during this weekend as well as this Monday is absolutely good news. It bodes well for future development of bilateral relations between China and the United States, especially in the trade sector and more broadly in the economic exchanges and many other areas. Now, this announcement, which need to be firmed up in the coming 90 days, still involve a lot of uncertainties and unpredictability. And I hope President Trump and his team will stick to what they already agreed in Geneva and faithfully work with the Chinese counterpart to make sure that all the agreements will be ironed out and put into a real treaty or agreement between the two countries. Now, another point I want to say is that this demonstrates that free trade is a good thing for both China and the United States, and ranking up tariffs do not solve the problem and will not help the United States to achieve the declared goal of moving manufacturing jobs back to the United States.
But when you listen to the American president, he was saying that in these negotiations they've agreed to open up China. The 90 days gives scope to completely rebalance and restructure trading arrangements. Is he right on either thing?
Well, China wants to open up further and further, more broadly, more brightly, widely to the rest of the world. So it does not contradict, whatever President Trump says, does not contradict with the established government policy of China. And if more American companies want to come to China to do businesses, the more, the better. If the United States can come up with more goods to sell to the China market, which is actually in reality the largest market in the world, I think the Chinese door will be very much open. So let's focus on the positive side, and let's focus on what China and the United States can do if they can get onto the same page. Unlimited market size potential in China for as much as the Americans can come up with to sell to the Chinese market. This is the positive thing, and I hope both China and the United States can do the concrete work to firm all the potentials up in the coming 90 days.
Just one sentence, if you could. Does it also demonstrate if you threaten China, it won't work?
Absolutely. China cannot be threatened because China does not buy that kind of story. And only dealing with China with respect and treat China as an equal will solve the real problem.
All right, Victor, thank you very much. We have to leave it there, but thanks for taking time to speak to us.